What is going on? Darth Stix here, and today we are going to do the week 121 update of our account. Here we are going to work on Jedi Master Luke Skywalker here and get him to Relic 7 so that we can do, not Proving Grounds, whatever the other thing is, the legendary ultimate thing, blah blah blah, that CG has. So we'll be able to do that. We won't have his ultimate yet, but I think we'll be able to still complete the journey with our other Relic characters along with him. So we will work on that, and it'll also help us in Conquest and everything. That's the main reason we've got Jedi Master Luke, is for Conquest. It does give us another offensive unit we can use too in GAC. So we'll see how that goes. And unfortunately we're out of Omegas again, so that's actually our holdup, not Zetas at all. So we'll go in here, and Fifth Brother will go ahead and take up to Relic 5 for this week. He's going to be a solid one, I think, for our squad, for Inquisitors. Anyways, it looks like we do need a little bit more bronzium wiring. We're continuing to work, obviously, weekly farming that stuff. You can see we've got a little bit of a stockpile built up, not a ton, but we do have some at least built up. So we can go in here and do some of these and draw down our stores a little bit here, and we'll go ahead and get that going. We'll put some of these other ones in here as well. This should be, I think we needed 40, right? So we should be good. We can bump this up and put some of these in there. And that should be good. So 49 there. We've got 60 now total of bronzium. So yeah, we'll have plenty to get him to Relic 5. So it puts us one step closer to Grand Inquisitor. We're also this Conquest right now. We can get the Scythe with the Conquest Pass. We will probably buy the Conquest Pass as long as I get a high enough box crate. It'll make it worth the while to do that. We are going to continue working on Queen Amidala, and now Luthen is the other Conquest unit. I do want to get that. Obviously, a lot of people aren't high on Luthen. I can kind of see him, if he's going to help lift Mon Mothma. I've got a nice Relic Mon Mothma team. I'm not going to go super crazy for Luthen, but we are going to work on our 6-month plan, basically like we've been doing for Queen Amidala, like we've been doing, so we don't have to go in Proving Grounds to get them. We got Darth Bane that way. We did go pretty hard for him, and still working on him to get him kind of built up. But I'm pretty happy with the progress we're making there. 8th Brother we'll continue working on, and next week we'll Relic 8th Brother. And we'll kind of see where we're at. Hopefully we get some more materials, keep farming everything. So we do need 8th Brother. We're just missing a few pieces, it looks like there. We can do that. Gungan Phalanx, we have been double farming. Keller and Beck, if you guys aren't working on him, I would suggest it looks like it's going to be pretty solid. It's good in a couple of game modes. So I am working on him. We've kind of just been slow farming him. We may accelerate that a little bit just for this new raid, because I think he is going to be a pretty decent team in there somewhere, Keller and Beck. So we're going to do that. We're working on the Gungans. We're going to start, hopefully next week we can start putting some more resources into them and really getting them up and running. We've got a few more to work on there, but I think we're getting pretty close as far as having, in the next couple of weeks, having Gungans where we can get ready for that unlock for Jar Jar. But 7th Sister, that's where our Relic levels are going to be. So finishing off those to Relic 5, we'll bump some of them to 7 that just need to be there anyways for Reva missions, for ROTE. And so that is kind of our next kind of goal. Our guild got 13 shards, I think, last time, so we're ever increasing in that regard as far as how many shards we're getting. So I think it's time, that we're on that path and contributing to the guild, and I think it's a good thing for us to do. And really, we're at a spot, we're at 7.4 million, so we're at a pretty good spot at this point that, you know, we can do that, contribute to the guild in that way. If we can get a shard and our guild is doing pretty well in that. And I don't think I would say we're semi-competitive, like organized, like pretty well. And we have some good requirements as far as teams to build out for like territory wars and requirements for territory battles, but not like super competitive in any regard where really are pushing us like to do certain things. It's just, you know, as we go along, they want us to do certain things for the guild, and I have to respect that. I think it is going to be good for more of us to get more shards every week for Reva and really get back into that. Just looking through ships, see if there's really anything we can work on. You know, I definitely have been falling behind in Fleet Arena, so I think that is going to have to be either we push our Executor some more, or we do start pushing a little harder to get Profundity. There's just so many things, and I want to focus on the raid right now, since they have announced the raid characters. By the time we're recording this, that they have announced raid characters, and so we are going to start working on those once they, you know, and you know, the teams for that are just going to be kind of questionable. The Gungans, obviously, Queen Amidala are going to be in that, so we'll see how hard we push for that, and if there's like maybe some optimized teams that we can get. I think we will work towards that and see kind of where we land. Hopefully we get a good amount, and don't fall too far behind in the first month or so of that, because obviously if we can get these teams built up and then still get decent scores in that, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. You know, working on this account, working on the free-to-play account, that's pretty brand new. If you guys haven't checked out those videos, definitely watch those if you guys want to see how the new acceleration has helped that account, and also just how that account is really being built and how we're doing in that one. So STAP, we have been slow farming that one just as we have time in Cantina to go ahead and do that. So we have got it already to 6 stars. I'd like to have it 7 by the time the raid comes around and start pumping some resources into it. I want to put it on our GAC team anyways, so that's kind of our goal there. But we are going to focus on the Gungans next, really as a big push in that area. Gungans to unlock Jar Jar, then get Jar Jar to relics, hopefully before I want to have them ready before the next time he rolls around. So we're going to really push for that, and we're going to pour our resources into them as much as we can, and continue down that path. But yeah, I think if we can get some of them to relics and really start pushing that, that'll be really good. Mother Tal's in there, just put a little bit into her. So we have a little bit better Night Sisters there. I think the Night Sisters teams, I have been pretty impressed with them so far. We can go ahead and give Chirpa. I don't think he needs any Kairos, so I think that'll be fine to put him up to Relic. So go ahead and do that. But yeah, if you guys want to check out a free-to-play account, we do have that video. I would recommend, if you guys are thinking about doing a new free-to-play account, definitely the Phoenix, since they've accelerated those and included a lot of them in different locations now. In Galactic War, they added Hera into there, so that makes that farm a lot easier and quicker to get Phoenix up and running pretty quick. So I would definitely recommend that team. And so Galactic War is a little bit more important, especially early on, to get that. But if you're able to continue on down that path, I think it is worthwhile. Is there any Chirotech in here? There is, so we might skip that for now, because I want to get 8th Brother up to relics, and so we will just hold what we've got for right now and try to get those and get him built out. Building up Lobot a little bit, just as we kind of see what we can do here. SLKR going to be in the new raid, I believe. So we'll continue working on her a little bit. And yeah, just a lot of stuff we've got to work on. Hondo, you know, we kind of built him up a little bit, and then we've kind of just left him alone. Might want to look at some other characters we can farm that are that we could double farm. Like maybe we want to go for Jedi Cal, so maybe we need to build a few of those characters, just starting to get shards for them at least. I'm not really pushing most of these like super hard. Here we get Fulcrum up and running a little bit. Really, this is just to boost our GP a little bit more. That's kind of why we're working on some of these lower characters, just to get that extra little bit in there as we just kind of work on them. If there are any new Lightspeed bundles, we'll probably buy them as well. If they're useful for our account, we'll kind of judge that and see kind of where we're at on that one. But I think we're doing okay. Grand Arena, when it comes back around, we'll jump into that. Fleet, like I said, we've been top 20 is where we've been trying to stay, but I'd like to get back into the top 10 and possibly top 5, but it's just been a struggle with Executor, and so a lot of Executors in the Shard and a lot of active people, so it has been pretty tough. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this update for week 121 of our account. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.